This episode is brought to you by The Guarantors. Chasing down residents who don't pay their rent is taxing enough. Did you know you could offset the risk of renter default? Meet The Guarantors. They'll requalify your applicants and insure their rent. If the resident doesn't pay, you still get paid. Visit theguarantors.com/multifamily today. Welcome to another episode of the Multifamily Collective. I am fresh back from the Multifamily Innovation Conference and AI Conference or Summit in Phoenix, Arizona, the show that is put on by Patrick and Carrie Antrim. And this year was pretty spectacular in the respect of artificial intelligence and the program that they put together germane to that topic. And the speakers that they brought in from outside to talk about AI and the applications of AI as it relates to workflows, and certainly more broadly speaking, in terms of humanity and how AI will actually supplement or augment a team member's efforts. There was this sort of wide-ranging dialogue concerning displacing team members. I still believe in my heart of hearts that that will happen. It's going to happen. And our real job is to upskill and reskill those particular workers for other careers and or other opportunities within an organization. The consensus, I think, from the speakers was that that isn't necessarily the truth, that this is just going to be seen as, I'll stop short of calling it a tool, but it'll just be part of a team member's workflow that just makes them that much more efficient. But I think even if you think about it in that respect, you're probably going to see attrition happen over time. And that attrition, that natural attrition, will just not be reposted. Those positions will not be reposted in the organization because you have team members that are whatever X, right? Some magnitude of effort more efficient and effective. So you're going to have natural attrition within an organization. And it may go by department. It may go by sort of thematically across the organization and areas of responsibility, or it may go wholesale. But no matter what, I think that there will be displacement in the multifamily industry with regard to team members in positions. I know I've said accounting probably 100 times. When you think when you think about it from a corporate perspective, that is probably the first area that will be impacted. It's already been impacted, but it's going to be impacted even further. But the big punchline that I got out of the conference or the summit this time around is this sort of natural language user interface for artificial intelligence on a go forward. There's this idea that artificial intelligence is going to be agentic in nature, meaning that you're going to have an agent that understands different silos of your business. All the silos of your business are going to have agents within those silos. And the user interface is going to be voice, because the way that the AI actually gets smarter, the way it gains the ability to understand context, is for us to speak to it just like you would speak to another human. So the user interface is going to be very much like sitting in front of this microphone, feeding into the artificial intelligence or feeding into ChatGPT or whatever the interface is. It'll be voice activated, and you speak to it just like you're speaking to a coworker. And it'll be conversational in nature. So if you want to fine tune what your prompt is that you're giving to the AI with voice, you just simply do it by, that's great. Can you tweak this? Can you tweak that? Or you're just giving it context. You're giving it mannerisms. You're giving it voice inflection, tone, etc. My imagination tells me that over time, the interface will be very visual and audible in nature, so that the AI will actually understand your body language as much as it understands and gets a sense for the way that you speak. So all that being said, I think it's already happening. You can do that through your iPhone, basically. You can collaborate with ChatGPT by way of your iPhone. You open the ChatGPT app and you can speak into the ChatGPT. And all the LLMs, I think, have the ability to receive an audible prompt or audible instruction. It just seems like the iPhone, or at least what was suggested on stage, was that the iPhone is probably has the easiest interface for feeding in audible prompts. That being said, more to come on this. It was a fascinating summit, fascinating topics, fascinating conversations, both from the stage and then after that in certain circles. So it's going to be a fun, super fun next 4 to 6 years or 4 to 6 months. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.